Hi, I'm Jacqueline. I hope you're having a great day today. I just wanted to take a few minutes and show you some upcoming projects we have for the Art of Home Club for 2020. And we only open up our membership a few times a year. And the reason we do it is so that we can kind of have a chance to meet everybody, all of our new members as they come in. Everybody joins our private Facebook group and we get to know each other. So we found that it just works better that way if we have everybody coming in at the same time. So next week, we are going to be open for new members. Now, what you want to do right as soon as you're done watching this video is go to theartofhomeclub.com and get yourself on the waiting list. You just put your email in, you'll get a welcome email, and then next week when we open, we are going to have some special bonuses which are just for people on that waiting list. So you want to make sure that you are on our waiting list for the Art of Home Club. So just to answer a few questions that we get all the time. The first question everybody wants to know is how much is it? So it is only $10.95 a month. Now for that, you get a whole bunch of new applique patterns, embroidery patterns. You get at least 2, sometimes 3, or even 4 projects that you can make with those patterns. You get tips and ideas for creative ways to use those patterns other than the projects as shown. And especially how to mix and match your patterns. And I'll talk about that a little bit more later. I also mentioned our private Facebook group. Our members only website has a ton of bonus stuff, like all kinds of video tutorials and tutorials for hand embroidery, machine applique, fabric painting, different projects that you can make, like making pillow forms and just all kinds of stuff so that you can get super creative and just mix and match all the patterns and have a lot of fun with them. So those are just a couple of the special features of our club. So right now I wanted to show you some of the things we have coming up soon. If you join us in February next week, our project or our collection is going to be called what did I call it? Furry Hipster Friends 2, because last year we had Furry Hipster Friends 1, and so we needed to continue that. And so this collection has 7 different animals, and I wanted to show you the quilt that we made with this. Now you will be getting this quilt pattern, which is really beautiful. There's this collection, this colorway, which has like pinks and oranges and yellows, and then there's another colorway which is all done in blues and greens. So it has a little bit more of maybe like a boy feel to it if you want to go boy girl. But you can see that in this one we've got a little deer, we've got a hedgehog, we've got a raccoon, and we've got a mouse. And they're all wearing clothes because, let's face it, you can't have your animals running around naked. They have to have clothes on. We also have a couple of other animals in this collection, like a squirrel, a skunk, a moose. So out of all of those, you can pick any 4 that you want to put into this quilt. Now, I don't know if you can see really well, but this has embroidered blocks. The little animals are hand embroidered. You also always get applique versions of the patterns. So here's something else we'll be working on next month. I'm going to be teaching you how to take any kind of an applique pattern and turn it into a patch to put onto a garment. So here you can see this really sweet little jean jacket. I got this jean jacket on Amazon for $18 brand new. Now you could go to a thrift shop and get a jacket for like $2 or $3. Maybe $2 worth of trim. Use up your scraps to make your patch. For this I used the little deer. And again, I've done applique for this, and this whole project cost me probably less than $20. I'm telling you, if you went to a boutique, you'd be spending a minimum of like $80 to get this. So again, so you can compare the applique version, and then on the quilt we've done the embroidered version. So that's just an example of how we kind of mix and match and use our collections. Another thing we have coming up is our chickens. And they fell on the floor. But we have a chicken collection coming up. And I know a lot of people love chickens. I do too. They're super cute. Now this is, I'm not finished yet, but this, I've started the hand embroidery version of one of my chickens. And here are a couple of the applique versions of our chickens. So again, you always get a choice of which technique you want to use. A lot of these you can actually combine techniques. So like for this, I did machine applique, and then I'm going to hand embroider in the little details like the feathers and the legs and stuff. Now we also have one of our tutorials on our website is free motion. So if you've always wanted to learn free motion applique or doing like the raw edge free motion applique, that's really fun. Free motion quilting, adding the little details with the free motion. Those are all different things you can do with the pattern. And again, every month we're going to give you lots and lots of ideas about different ways to use your patterns. So that will be our chicken collection coming up a little bit later this year. Another thing coming up this year, which you're really going to love, every year we do a mystery sew along. So last year we did a Christmas mystery sew along. This year's mystery sew along happens to be winter themed. So not necessarily Christmas, but winter. So here's my little polar bear, which I have done with some hand embroidery. And I'll just show you really quick. I like to put all of my fabrics for a project in a box or a basket. And it helps me because I always have lots of projects going at the same time. So this is a little tip for you. So here are all of my fabrics that I'll be using in here. And you can see I've got a lot of blues and greens, a little bit of red. So again, it definitely has a winter feel to it. So definitely you'll be able to put this out at Christmas time and then leave it out all winter long. And this one will be starting at the end of February. So if you join us next week, you'll be able to get in on this mystery sew along right from the very beginning. Sew along with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can do the embroidery or you can do the machine applique, whichever you prefer. You can even mix and match. You could do some blocks embroidery and some blocks with the applique. That's fine. So another thing I forgot to show you before. Let me go back a little bit. I was talking about our Furry Hipster Friends 2, which is our collection coming up in just a couple of weeks. Our monthly collections are always released on the 20th. So if you join the club next week, the very next week is when you will be getting this project. So remember I had showed you this quilt, which was Furry Hipster Friends 2. Now, last year we did Furry Hipster Friends 1. And you notice this one has a little bit more of kind of a guy feel to it with the fabrics that we chose. This quilt is the same size as the Furry Hipster Friends 2. And you can see that the animals we did in this one we've got a bear, an owl, a llama, and a fox. Now these are exactly the same size as the ones I was just showing you with the deer and the raccoon and the hedgehog. So these mix and match really, really great. So you might decide that you want to do this quilt, but you want to do the deer or the moose instead of the bear. You can do that. Or you might want to do this quilt and instead of using the mouse, you might want to put in maybe like the fox from this one. So you can do that. Now here's the thing about the club. These are exclusive patterns to club members. So I have people write to me all the time, I like that fox pattern, can I buy the fox pattern? And the answer is no. You can only buy them if you are a club member. So if you join the club and you really like some of the previous collections, you can buy previous collections a la carte. However, non-members cannot buy any of the club collections. They are truly just for our club members. So that's another special thing about the club is if you see any of these past projects that you really like, you need to be a club member to get those patterns. So another sample I wanted to show you. Remember how I said if you join our waiting list at theartofhomeclub.com, we always have special bonuses. So Valentine's Day is coming. And this is a really beautiful Valentine's Day project that we did a while back. This and this little mini runner and this little mug rug. So get on that waiting list because only people on the waiting list will have a chance to get this collection for free as a free bonus. So this is going to be great to add to your library for Valentine's Day. And then you're also going to have a chance to get this pattern. Now this was our January 2020 pattern. It was called Singin' in the Rain. And we had a really, really cute quilt that we did. It has, if you can see, the watering can with tulips and the little rain boots and the sun and the rain cloud and the umbrella. Super, super cute little quilt. This was in the January collection. And then we also had this bench pillow, which was part of the collection. And this one we did with machine applique. And this I combined machine applique and hand embroidery to make this bench quilt. And this is like rain plus sun equals rainbow, because you know, you can't have the rainbow without the clouds. So only people who are on our waiting list will have a chance to get this project also for free. So you can get this collection for free. It was one of our most popular collections. Make sure you get on that waiting list, theartofhomeclub.com, so you can find out how to get this collection and our little Valentine's collection for free this time around. We only open up the club a couple times a year. It's going to be open for about 4 or 5 days. Yeah, 4 or 5 days, and then we're going to close it again, and it's going to be closed for several months. Some other bonuses that you get, if you're familiar with our annual free block of the month, and then you know after we're done doing it, the free version, it goes onto the website and you can buy it. Club members get our previous block of the months for free. So that's another really great bonus. So if you love those block of the months, go ahead, join the club. We also always have like special projects and special blocks, which are just for our club members. And those patterns are always included on the website for the club members. So you don't have to worry about going to find your email. You don't have to worry about downloading the patterns before the block of the month is over. You always have them on the club website. So that's another perk for the club. Excuse me. So again, $10.95 a month. You can cancel at any time. You are not obligated to stay for any length of time. We have so much fun in the club. We really do a lot of fun projects. We love our private Facebook group, and I hope you will join us. If you have any questions, you can write to us at comments@jacquelinesteves.com. You can go to theartofhomeclub.com to get more information, and I hope to see you in the club next week. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.